What kind of work is it? Welcome to this week's Weekly Radish, and this week I want to again focus on productivity because it has an impact on our stress levels if we feel frustrated by not getting things done, or we feel that we are darting between tasks and changing mindsets between different things that we do. So I want to encourage you to think about the kind of work you do and whether it falls into one of four categories, because by batching your work into one of these four categories, you're giving your brain a chance to effectively get its teeth into one particular way of working without ducking and diving and switching between other tasks. So the four areas are doing, thinking and deciding, people and creativity. So I'll go through each of those four now and have a think about the kinds of work you do and whether they fall into one particular task more than another. So let's start with the first one, doing. The small little doing tasks. You've already decided what you're going to do, you know how to do it, you've got the ideas, everything's down, it just needs to be done. It's a separate process from thinking, planning, processing, creativity. So all of those tasks, such as answering an email that takes little thought, or just going through the task list, you've already worked out what it is, you just need to go through. They're doing tasks. Separate them out from the other three. The second area is planning and deciding. Planning and deciding takes different kind of thinking and different kind of working, and we need to create some space for this to work out what it is I'm dealing with, what's the plan here, what decisions do I need to make, and get into that mode and focus on that. The third area is creativity, idea generation, problem solving, coming up with a new way to solve this problem or to approach this situation. Again, that's a slightly different processing mode to getting on and doing, to the more rational process-driven planning and deciding. It's coming up with ideas, letting your creative brain kick in. And that's about creating the space from the clutter, from the busyness, and slowing down and allowing your brain to just kick into that mode where you can come up with different ideas. And the fourth one is people tasks. The reason I say this is because whilst we often think about, I need to speak to such and such about, or I need to have a word with, I need to get them to do this. That's fine if they're simple, get things done tasks. But when we're often interacting with people, whether it's as a manager or a colleague or a friend, we need to engage our attention on that person, on that interaction, because we need to bring in things like listening skills, empathy, watching for the body language, and the ability to articulate what we're thinking in a tactful and sensitive way, but also sometimes robust way if that's necessary. And actually, we need to be not distracted by thinking, oh, I've got this to do, I've got that to do, I must solve this, or being in the middle of tasks. How many of us have had a conversation with somebody that really needed you to be in the room and be present at that time, and you're actually typing away on a keyboard, or you're on the phone to somebody and you're typing something else, or you've got 6 other things on go at the once. So each of these areas are a separate mindset that need you to engage different parts of your brain to focus on them, and by confusing and mixing up the tasks, we make things not only harder for ourselves, but we become less effective and make less progress, and consequently that has an impact on our stress levels. So remember those 4 areas and see if you can batch your work into them. There's the doing, the tasks, they're just the getting things done. There's the planning and deciding and working through a process. There's the creativity side, the coming up with ideas and how to solve this problem, how to think differently. And then there's the people focus, the bringing in our people skills into a situation. By focusing on that, you will hopefully reduce your stress levels, make more progress, and be more effective at what you're doing. Don't forget, you can get the Weekly Radish direct to your inbox, so you don't miss a Weekly Radish. Every week I talk to you about different ideas on how to take care of yourself, how to reflect and learn and grow and develop your resilience so you can be more effective at work, rest and play. Click the link and sign up.
Learn the 6 steps to putting stress in its place by visiting timeouttoolkit.com and claiming your free ebook, Emergency Stress CPR.